Hello class 3, good morning everyone. How are you all? So kids, here we are together again and today we will study computer, okay? And the first chapter of your computer is computers. The name of the chapter is itself computers. Okay? Today we will study about computers. In the previous class you have already studied about computer. Yes or no? You know what is a computer, what are the parts of the computer, yes? And today we will learn some more about computers, okay? So now let us move further and see the contents of this chapter. What are the contents that we will study today? What is there inside this chapter that we will learn, okay? So students, let's move forward. So students, in this chapter, we will study about parts of a computer. What are the different parts of a computer? Then what is hardware? What is software? Then what is system software? Inside software, there are two types of different software that is called as system software and application software. Okay? And under application software, there are subdivisions of the software. Okay, those are word processing software, database software, spreadsheet software and multimedia software. Okay, so these are the contents. See, parts of the computer, hardware, software, and inside software it includes system software and application software. Okay, and under application software there are more subtopics. Those are word processing software, database software, spreadsheet software and multimedia software. Okay, so today we will study about these topics. Okay, so first let us begin with computer. What is computer? Okay, so students, let us read out what is a computer. You know, right? Have you seen a computer? Every one of you have a computer at home? You might have seen computer in the school, yes or no? You have computer in your school. Yes? So what is a computer? A computer is an electronic machine that takes the input from the user, processes it and gives output. What is a computer? It is an electronic machine. Electronic machine means it works on electricity. When the current flows, then only a computer can work. And how does it work? It takes the input. Input means something you are inputting inside a computer. That is called as input. Something which you are giving inside the computer. Then it processes it. Process means then the thing that you have given inside the computer processes it. That means it works on it. And after that, after working on it, it gives you the output. Output means result. Whatever you have given inside the computer to work, it gives you the output. This is how a computer works. A computer is an electronic machine which runs on electricity. Okay? That takes the input from the user. And who are user? We are the user because we are using the computer. That is why it is written as it takes the input from the user, processes it. Processes it means it works on the input that we have provided to the computer and gives output. Output means it gives the result. Okay? Then second point. It can process a vast amount of data in short span of time. That means it can work many data, many input that you give to a computer. It can work on it. Vast means many. In a very short span of time. Very short span of time means in a very less time. A computer takes very less time to work on many input that we provide to the computer. Understood? And what are the components of the computer? It works with different parts like keyboard, monitor, CPU, mouse. These are the main components of the computer. Without these, you cannot work on a computer. Okay? Keyboard to type. Without keyboard, we cannot input anything inside the computer. Monitor, which displays what we are typing in the computer. CPU, Central Processing Unit, which is called as the brain of the computer. Central Processing Unit, that means whatever instructions we provide to the computer, everything is processed under CPU. And that is why CPU is called as the brain of the computer. And then mouse. Mouse is used to give the command to the computer. Okay? And monitor gives us the output. It gives us the result. So these are the main components of a computer by which we can use a computer. So students, what is a computer? It is an electronic device which takes input, processes it, that means it works on it, and it gives us the output. Okay? Then it processes a vast amount of data in very short span of time. That means it works on many things within a very less time. Okay? And the main components of the computer by which we can use a computer are monitor, keyboard, mouse, and CPU. CPU is called as the Central Processing Unit because whatever instructions we give in the computer, everything is processed inside the CPU. That is why it is called as the Central Processing Unit and also the brain of the computer. Okay? We human beings, we also have brain, right? Whatever something is given us, we think and we work on it. In the same way, computer also has brain, that is called as CPU. Whatever instruction we give to the computer, the CPU processes it and it gives us the result. Understood? And now students, what are the parts of a computer? There are two different parts of a computer, okay? There are various parts of a computer that work together, which is called as computer system. What makes a computer system? The various parts of a computer like CPU, monitor, keyboard, mouse. These are the parts of a computer which together make a computer system. Okay? A computer system processes data through two basic elements, that is hardware and software. And a computer needs two basic elements, two basic things to process data. Data means the instructions that we give to the computer. And to work on it, a computer needs two basic elements, two main things. Those are hardware and software. Understood? Computer has many parts which together forms a computer system. Okay? And the data or the instructions that is given to the computer, to work on it, the computer needs two main elements. That means two main things. Those are hardware and software. Hardware and software are the two main elements of a computer by which a computer can work. And the parts of a computer together makes a computer system. Okay? So now students, let us read about hardware. What do you mean by hardware? Okay, what is this hardware in a computer? See, it is written, hardware is a collection of all those parts that we can see and touch. What is hardware? Hardware is a collection of all the parts of the computer that we can see and we can touch them. For example, monitor, we can see a monitor. Keyboard, we can see a keyboard. Mouse, we can see or not. CPU, we can see and we can even touch them. Okay, so these are known as hardware. These are the collection of the parts of a computer system which we can see and we can touch. Those are known as hardware of a computer system. Hardware are the parts of the computer system which we can touch and we can see. Those are called as hardware. Okay? Some hardware are visible and some are not. Some hardware we can see and we can touch them. That means we can see some hardware which is outside. Okay, and some hardware is inside the computer system which we cannot see, but if we open the computer we can touch them. Okay, it is situated inside the computer system. Okay, then what are the examples of hardware? The examples of computer hardware are mouse, keyboard, CPU, monitor, printer, scanner, microphone. All these things are visible to us or not? We can see mouse, we can touch them like keyboard, CPU, monitor, printer, scanner, microphone. These are the computer hardware which we can see also and we can touch also. Okay, the processor is known as the main hardware part of a computer and is found inside the CPU box. Processor, it is a main hardware part of a computer system and this processor is situated inside the CPU. That is why CPU is called as the central processing unit, because the processor is inside the CPU, which is the main part of the computer. Without processor, a computer will not work. Okay, so a processor is the main part of the computer and it is a hardware. We cannot see them, but we can touch. If you open the CPU, you can see them and you can also touch them. Okay, now what are the processors? Like hard disks, motherboard, video card and many other parts are also inside the CPU which are not visible. Okay, these are some processors which is situated inside the CPU, central processing unit. The box-like structure is called as CPU and these are some hardware parts like hard disks, motherboard, video card and many other parts are also inside the CPU which are not visible, but they are the hardware of the computer system. Understood what is hardware? Hardware are the parts of a computer system which we can see and we can touch. For example, mouse, keyboard, CPU, monitor, printer, scanner, microphone. Okay, and some hardware parts are visible to us and some are not because they are situated inside the system. That is why we cannot see them. But when we open the system, we can also see them and we can also touch them. Processor is the main part of the computer system. Without processor, a computer cannot work. Like hard disks, motherboard, video card and many other parts are also inside the CPU which are not visible. These are some hardware which is situated inside the CPU and which is not visible to us. Okay? So see students, these are some pictures of the external hardware and internal hardware of a computer. External means outside, which we can see and we can touch them. Internal means inside the computer system, which we cannot see them, but we can see them only when it is open. Okay? This hardware system are seen and it can be touched. So these are the examples of hardware of a computer. External hardware and internal hardware. External means outside the computer. Internal means inside the computer system. Okay? So now students, let us study about software. What is software? Hardware I already told you, the computer parts which we can see and touch. Yes or no? And now software. What is software? A computer needs instruction to work since it cannot work its own. So students, can a computer work by itself? Can a computer work on its own without instructing a computer system? Can it work on its own? No, it cannot work on its own because it is a machine. It is not a human being. It is not a living thing. It is a non-living thing. Okay, a computer. It is a machine. That is why until and unless we instruct or we tell a computer or we give them instructions, it will not work on its own. Okay, and the instructions that we give to a computer to work, that is called as software. Now what is software? The software known as program. Software are also known as programs that consist of instructions tell a computer what to do. What is software? Software are programs. Okay, software are also called as programs which consist of instructions. And programs, it consists of instructions. That means we ask a computer to perform whatever we want to. Okay, we ask a computer to work according to our instruction. Those are called as programs, and software is also known as programs, which tells a computer what to do, because a computer cannot work on its own because it is a machine. Okay? It instructs the hardware to perform a specific task on a computer system. It instructs the hardware means we instruct the computer system with the help of the hardware to perform. That is called as software. It is a program inside a computer by which a computer can perform whatever we instruct. Okay? There are two types of software. And how many types of software are there? That is system software and application software. There are two types of software, that is system software and application software. Okay? So now students, what is system software? There are two types of software, system software and application software. Yes or no? System software means the software which is related to the computer system. Okay. Now what is system software? System software helps run the computer system. Computer system is a group of the computer parts. The computer parts together makes a computer system. Yes or no? Like monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU. These are the computer parts which makes a computer system. And system software helps run the computer system. This system software helps in running the computer system. Okay? It is the main software program that allow the hardware parts of a computer to work properly. And this system software is the main software program. System software is the main software program which allows the hardware parts like keyboard or monitor or mouse or CPU to work properly. It is the main software program that allows hardware parts of a computer to work properly. Then operating system is an example of system software. Operating system, what operating system you are using? It is an example of system software like Windows, whether you are using Windows 7, these are some Windows operating software by which a computer system work. Okay, so these are the operating system is an example of system software. There are different types of operating system. Okay, see, it is written, we can use different kinds of application software once we install the operating system. A computer, when you buy a computer, you have to install the operating system. Then only a computer software will work. Without installing, or installing means without fixing. Okay, without fixing the operating system into a computer, you cannot work on a computer, because how will you perform your work if there is no operating system? Operating system means to work on a computer, and to operate something you need a system software to be installed, that means to be fixed in a computer. Then only you can work in a computer. Okay, and once we install the operating system, we can use different applications. Once a operating system is installed, that means once an operating system is fixed in the computer, we can use different applications to work, different applications by which we can work in a computer system. Okay, see, popular operating system are Windows 7, Mac operating system X. These are some popular operating system which is installed in the computer, by which we can work on a computer. These are the examples, like Windows 7. When you open a computer, you see a page occurring in the first. When you open a computer, you see a first page opening, yes or no? What it is written? Windows 7, that is the operating system that is installed, that is fixed into your computer, in which you can work. Okay, and Windows 7 and Mac OS means operating system X, Mac X. It is an operating system which is installed in a computer, by which we can work into a computer. Understood? And then some other versions of Windows are Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 8. These are some examples of Windows operating system. What are the examples? Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 8. These are some different operating systems which we install in a computer to work on it. And once we install an operating system, we can use many different applications by which we can work in a computer. Understood? I will repeat once again. Software, system software. It is a software which helps run the computer system. Computer system means it comprises all the parts of a computer. When all the parts of a computer are combined together, it makes a computer system. Okay? Then system software is the main system program that allows hardware parts of a computer to work properly. It allows the hardware part of a computer to work properly. The software program. Okay? Then operating system is an example of system software. We can use different kinds of applications once we install we can use different kinds of application software once we install operating system in our computer. Then some popular operating system are Windows 7 and Mac OS. OS means operating system X. Mac X is an operating system which is installed in the computer. Then some other versions of Windows operating system are Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. These are some more examples of operating system which is installed in a computer, by which we can work on it. Okay? So students, these are some operating system. See, Microsoft Windows, iOS, that means iPhone operating system, Macintosh, Linux, then Android, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Red Hat. Okay, these are some examples of system software. When you on your PC, that means personal computer. When you open your computer, you see these logos appearing in your computer screen. Yes or no? You see these logos appearing in your computer screen when you open your computer. So, these are the system software that is installed. Installed means that is fixed inside your computer by which you can work on it. So, these are some examples of system software like Microsoft Windows, iOS. iOS means iPhone operating system, Macintosh, Red Hat, Linux, Android, Windows Vista. So, these are some system software that is installed in your computer system by which you can work on it. Okay, and once you install this operating system, you can use different application software in the computer system in which you can work. Okay, so now students, what is application software? Okay, application software is designed to perform specific tasks on the computer. What is application software? It is a software which is designed to perform specific tasks. Specific task means whatever you want to perform in your computer. If you want to perform any specific thing in a computer, you use application software. And application software is installed in a computer when you install a operating system, operating software in a computer. Okay, it is used to perform a specific task, whatever you want to work. Whichever application you want to work on a computer, this application software is designed to perform that task on the computer. Okay, we can use an application software once the system software is loaded. I already told you to use this application software. First of all, you need to load a system software. Until and unless you load a system software, you cannot use application software to work in a computer. First, you have to load a system software. Then only you can use the application software by which you can perform any task you want to in a computer. Okay. For example, see, calculator is an application software used for doing calculations. This calculator is also an application software. Application software means something we apply to do. That is application software, okay? And why is calculator used? To do mathematical calculations. Yes or no? So, first you have to install system software in your computer and later you can use application software in a computer to perform many different tasks you want to. Okay? For example, calculator is also an example of application software through which you can do mathematical calculations. Okay? And there are different types of application software. There are different types of application software to perform different tasks in a computer. Task means to work. Task means something you want to work in a computer. Suppose you want to paint or you want to draw, you want to listen music, you want to write a letter, whatever you want to. These all are done with the help of application software. And application software works only when you install a system software in a computer. Without installing a system software in a computer, you cannot use the application. You cannot use the application software. And there are different types of application software. Word processing software. Number 1 is word processing software. Number 2, database software. Number 3, spreadsheet software. And number 4, multimedia software. What are the different types of application software? Those are word processing software, database software, spreadsheet software and multimedia software. Okay? So now students, let us read about word processing software. What is word processing software? These software are used to create, edit, apply basic design and print text documents. Why is this word processing software used? This software is used to work on a computer by which we can create. Create means we can make something. Like if you want to draw, you can draw. If you want to paint, you can draw a diagram and you can paint. That is creation. Okay. Edit. If you want to correct something. Okay. Then apply basic design. You can also apply basic design and print text documents. And when you want to write, documents means something which you want to write. Suppose if you want to write a letter, you can do it with the help of this word processing software, which helps you to write. It contains alphabets, numbers by which you can write. Okay, we use this software to type anything we want. Whatever we want to type with the help of keyboard. This application software, word processing software, the application software, word processing software help us to type anything that we want to type in a computer system. Okay, then examples of word processing programs are Notepad, MS Word, then WordPad, OpenOffice, Organization Writer. These are some examples of word processing program in which you can create, edit, apply design, create document or write document, whatever you want to, and you can write anything you want to because it consists alphabets, numbers, letters, everything. With the help of this application software, you can create anything. Document means to create a page where you can write whatever you want to. With the help of this software, you can do it. Okay? And now students, what is database software? These software programs are used to store and manage data. MS Access is an example of database software. What is database software? It is a program. It is an application software program by which you can store and manage data. Whatever instruction or data you have given in the computer, you can manage it and you can store it. You can save and store it. And MS Access. Access means to work. Okay. When something you are working in a computer, you need to store inside the computer. Okay. And you need to manage the data. You can use this database software. You can use this software whenever you want to work because the data or the instructions that you have given in the computer, it gets stored inside the computer system. And this database software helps you to use the stored and helps you to store and manage the data inside the computer. Okay, and MS Access is an example of database software. MS Access is an example of database software. Can you see the picture? This is the page of MS Access. When you will walk on MS Access, you will see this type of page appearing on your computer screen in which you can manage and store data. Data are the informations and the instructions that is given to the computer when we work. Okay? So now students, let us study about the Spreadsheet Software. What is Spreadsheet Software now? These software are used to store data in a tabular form. This software is used to store data, the instructions and the informations that you have given in the computer. This software stores it in the tabular form, that means in the table form, not the table in which you keep your books and write. Table form means which is divided into rows and column. in the horizontal way and in the vertical way. Horizontal way, that means from top to bottom. Okay, that is horizontal. And vertical means from left to right. That is columns. Okay. Rows and columns, those are different things. Rows are the lines which is from top to bottom, and columns are lines from left to right side. Okay, and this spreadsheet are software which stores the data, the information and the instructions that is given in the computer in the tabular form, in the table form. Can you see the picture? You can make out. Okay, and this spreadsheet software perform basic and complex calculation on the data in the spreadsheet software. We can perform any kind of calculations, whether it be easy or whether it be hard. Any kind of calculations can be done in this spreadsheet software. And MS Excel is the most widely used spreadsheet software. MS Excel is an example of spreadsheet software. Okay, so this is spreadsheet software. See the picture, you can make out what is spreadsheet software. Understood? And now students, what is multimedia software? What do you mean by multimedia? Multi means many. Media means something which you can listen, which you can see, which you can hear and which you can see. That is multimedia. Okay. Multimedia software allow us to play all forms of media such as audio. Audio means something which you can listen. Video, something which you can see. Animations are the graphics. Okay. Then which includes text and graphics. Animations are the pictures which includes text. Text means the written, the writings, and graphic means the pictures. Text means the writings and graphic means the pictures, and animations are the pictures which includes both text and writings. Okay, so multimedia is a software in which you can use and play anything like videos, music, sound, videos, animations. You can see movies in the multimedia software. You can play music, you can watch videos, anything you want to. With the help of this multimedia software, you can play all forms of media, videos and animation, which includes text means writing and graphic means the pictures. Okay. Windows Media Player is a popular multimedia software. And what is an example of multimedia software? That is Windows Media Player. Okay, Windows Media Player is a popular multimedia software. This is an example of multimedia software. Okay, I hope you understood this. And now students, let us study about the difference between hardware and software. What is the difference between hardware and software? Okay, first see in the hardware column. It is a collection of physical parts of a computer. Physical part means the part that you can see and you can touch. That is the physical part. Okay. Physical part means the appearance which you can see. It is a collection of the physical part of the computer. And software, it is a set of instructions that tells a computer what to do. Software, it is the instructions that we give to a computer and tell the computer what a computer needs to do. Okay. Then we can touch and see hardware. Yes, we can see hardware and we can touch them, but we cannot see and touch software. We cannot see and touch software. Okay. Then monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU, speaker, scanner and printer are some examples of hardware. These are some examples of hardware. These are the physical component of a computer which we can see and we can touch. These are the physical components of a computer system which is called as hardware. And what is software? The operating system, notepad, calculator, MS Paint, MS Word, Linux are some examples of computer software which we cannot see them and we cannot touch them. So this is the basic difference between hardware and software. Okay. So students, what did we study today? We studied about the computer. Okay. What is computer? It is an electronic device which runs on electricity. And it takes the input, that means the instructions that we give, it processes it works on it, and it gives us the output, it gives us the result. And computer saves our time because it works very fast within a small span of time, that means in a very less time. And there are different parts of a computer like keyboard, monitor, CPU, mouse. These are the basic components of a computer system by which a computer can work. Okay, and there are two parts of a computer, that is hardware and software. Hardware is a part which we can see and we can touch. Okay, and software is a part which we cannot see and we cannot touch. Those are the operating parts of the computer. Okay, then software are also divided into two parts, that is system software and application software. And now what is system software? System software is a software by which we can run the computer system. System software is a software by which we can run the computer system. Without system software, we cannot run the computer system. We need to install a system software inside a computer to work on it. And once we install a system software in a computer system, we can use different kinds of application software which allows us to use different kinds of applications inside the computer by which we can work different kinds of software. Okay, through which we can perform specific tasks on the computer. Once a system software is installed in a computer, we can install application software and perform specific tasks on the computer. And there are different types of application software. Those are word processing software, database software, spreadsheet software, and multimedia software. With the help of word processing software, we can create, we can edit, we can apply any kind of design, print, text, any kind of document in the computer. Okay, we can write anything in the computer. And Notepad, WordPad, MS Word, OpenOffice, these are some examples of word processing software. Okay, and database is a software which is used to store and manage data. Whatever information and instruction that is given into the computer, it manages it and it stores the information in the computer. And MS Access is an example of database software. Okay, then what is spreadsheet? Spreadsheet is also a computer software which stores the data. Data means the instructions and the information that is given to the computer in the tabular form, in the table form, which is divided into rows and columns. Okay, and MS Excel is an example of spreadsheet software in which we can do basic and complex calculations. Whether it be easy or tough calculations, it can be done in the spreadsheet software. Okay, then multimedia software. This multimedia software is a software in which we can play all forms of media, whether it be video, audio, animations, which includes text and graphic. Text means the writing along with pictures. Okay, with the help of this multimedia software, we can play any kind of media in the computer. And Windows Media Player is the most popular multimedia software that we use. Okay, then there is a difference between hardware and software. Hardware, it is a collection of physical part of a computer which we cannot see and touch, which includes monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU, speaker, scanner and printer. These are some examples of hardware. And software, software are the set of instructions that tells a computer what to do. Okay? With the help of this software, we instruct the computer that what a computer needs to do, what a computer needs to perform. We cannot see software or we cannot touch them. And the examples of some software are operating system, notepad, calculator, MS Paint, MS Word, Linux are some examples of system software. System software means the computer software. Okay, I hope students you have understood. You please see the video once again if you have not understood it, and please read the difference and the points that I have given you. Okay, in the next class I will give you with the worksheet of this chapter. Till then, take care of yourself. See you.